Good evening, everyone. I'm Jeff Gianola.
And I'm Valina Jones in for Jennifer Hoff tonight. We have team coverage of this breaking weather event. Let's get right to our Cole Miller. He's live in northeast Portland tonight, where trees came crashing down and at least one home taking a hit, Cole.
Well, Valina, Jeff, good evening. This certainly seems to be ground zero for tonight's wild weather. As you mentioned, those massive trees coming down on top of power lines. This is a look at things here at 21st and Going, and they're now being hacked up to be hauled away. And yes, it was a tornado that caused all of this, an EF0 tornado, packing wind speeds up to 80 miles per hour. Its track about a mile long, 40 yards wide, on the ground for 6 minutes. And as you can see, the power company, Pacific Power, out here now trying to restore the lights for so many of these homes out in this area. And out to our west in Washington County, it was a bit of a different story. That's where lightning was the big problem. Okay, and here's a live look again at those crews at work. We've been told that about 360 people in this neighborhood are still without power. They're hoping to get that back on at about 2 o'clock or so in the morning. As for that fire out in Hillsborough, investigators are still trying to figure out exactly what caused it. Jeff, Valina, certainly a day a lot of people will not soon forget. Live tonight in northeast Portland, Cole Miller, KOIN 6 News.
Tornadoes extremely rare here in Portland.
Our reporter Elise Haas, who has more on what happens now. What a heartbreaking discovery, Elise.
Yes, Ken, Jenny, it's sad that after weeks and weeks of searching, of course, friends and family kept up hope, but their bodies have been found.
In Salem with the latest in developments, which has become a national story. Lisa?
Yeah, absolutely. It's front page news in the Wall Street Journal, the Washington Post. Now, I talked with some Senate Republicans today by phone. They are still out of state, the ones I talk with. They tell me they have been meeting with other Senate Republicans throughout the day, trying to decide if some of them or all of them will come back and when.
Ken, Jenny, it's a terrible story, but this woman died during emergency surgery at the hospital after she was stabbed multiple times. And while Schuylkill police say that this attack happened in the middle of the night and they were called out to this apartment around 2 in the morning.
Iconic part of downtown Portland is no more. Food cart owners on the Alder Street food cart pod had to clear out by today, making way for construction of a new hotel. KOIN 6's Jennifer Dowling is live from what used to be the pod in northwest Portland with a look at what's happening now. Jen?
Well, Emily, it looks way different out here than what it did earlier. Some of the cars were waiting until the last minute to move. They were open yesterday and maybe even this morning trying to get those last minute customers. But tow trucks have been coming in and out all day in order to get them out. The owner of Sumo Sushi just talked to me. He said that he's going to tow it to his house in order to wait on a new location from the city. And meanwhile, out here live, we've got one of the food trucks that's being towed away. We were told from Keith Jones, the man who's been coordinating this as part of the Green Loop nonprofit, that it's been a chaotic scene out here. They've had some trouble with the towing. They've had a language barrier with some of the owners of the carts here that they've had to work through. And he said that he organized it so that they were able to tow a lot of these carts to the old post office in the Pearl District area.
Ken, Jenny, this is a terrible story, but this woman died at the hospital during an emergency surgery after she was stabbed multiple times. And while Schuylkill police say that this attack happened in the middle of the night, they were called out to that apartment around 2 in the morning. Ken, Jenny, you know, it's shocking to hear that a 19-year-old has been charged in these back-to-back murders. But in late May, there was 2 men who were fatally shot within a day of each other, and this sent police on a serious search.
Been following the story from the very beginning, and she joins us live with more. Elise?
Yes, Ken, Jenny. So this man is accused of causing the crash that killed 3 young Salem women earlier this month, and those 3 teens were all in the car together.